Hi guys, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at NIO. Before I begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe to stay updated with the market. Do note that do not provide any buy or sell calls, but focus on the potential traps set up by the market makers. Without further ado, let's take a look at NIO, the one listed in New York. So as you can see, there was actually not much changes for the week. We started the week pretty well with a candle of uncertainty. Thereafter, we did follow through with a nice looking green candle. However, on this particular Thursday, there was no follow through. In fact, we break down with a very bearish looking candle on fears that delisting is imminent. And thereafter, we broke down our last crucial support at 23.6% at 1560. So as of now, this blue conversion line is still acting as a very strong resistance for NIO, and only after if we are able to have this cross this blue conversion line, then we can expect more short-term rebound. Clearly, you can see that this previous support here has now turned into resistance at around $18 level. So you can expect some more resistance at these levels. As for the wave, you can see that this is the first wave, and the second wave we are still looking towards heading towards this $14, around this $14 level. And as of now, the gap has been closed, so that is a good sign for now. But if you look closely, we are also creating a lower high and also a lower high here. And there's a lower low, lower low, and lower low. So the trend is still very bearish, and we're likely to be heading towards 1301. But of course, just below this $14 psychological support here, we're likely to see some stock hunting. There's a potential stock hunting at 13.8 to 13.9, where most of retail investors may be putting their stop losses here, and we can perhaps expect a short-term rebound. But do bear in mind that this blue conversion line will still act as a very strong resistance, and even if we do punch up, this cloud will act as some resistance here at $18 to $19, and we were to break down to 1301, then we may start creating new lows just below these $13 psychological support levels. So let's take a look at the one listed at Hong Kong. So this is ticker is 9866. So there's actually not much charts to see. We started the low at the low of 108, and we had a high swing of all the way to 196. On the way down, you can see that this 61.8% acted as some support here. We broke down. This has turned resistance now. You see that this resistance level, 50% in a hole, and we're looking towards this 38.2% at 141. Saw some supports coming in. Second support here, but after we broke down, this previous support has now turned into resistance. So there is a very bearish indication. Furthermore, you can see that this blue conversion line acts as a very strong resistance for the week, and we're not able to punch up above it. Even if we do punch up above it, we still close below this blue line. So that is not a good sign at all for NIO. As of now, you can see that this wave pattern, this is the first wave down. This is likely to be the first wave down all the way to a low of, this low was 140 to a high of 196. So let's draw it more accurately. So the second wave we are looking is likely to be heading back to these 108 levels. So there is a possibility for us heading back to these 108 levels to retest the lows here in the event that this level do not hold. So it's very likely for us to go back to these levels unless we are able to punch up above these 130 levels and close this gap here for us to remain bullish from a low of 125 to a high of around 140. So there's this $15 gap that still needs to be closed. So hopefully things can get better, and the future earnings will be good as well. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to subscribe as you keep the uptrend on channel intact till we meet again. Appreciate the manipulation.